Hello and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Hardcore. My name is Ike and today we're continuing our World of Warcraft Hardcore series on the official World of Warcraft servers. Today I got a zone that I personally don't like a lot, but it is necessary to be here. Swamp of Sorrows. We got a massive dragon that wants to kill us, mosquitoes left and right, densely populated wildlife, a horde base here that basically prevents us from going there. Not a lot of quests, so wow, it's quite something. But the zone nonetheless is interesting, and what we're going to do is we're going to go and try our new AoE pulling tactic. So let's start with 3 more levels, and we're just going to see if this is going to work out. I will give myself a bit of more reflection damage. We're fighting against 3 at the same time. And it looks like a reasonable amount of damage that we're dishing out. Alright, we potentially could do 4, but making sure that we always have enough power left over to compensate for another ad that might be coming. That one was okay. So our first quest is going to be 10 swamp jaguars, 8 crocodiles, and 10 swamp spinners. On top of that, we need to get up here and get the Drenaditist crystals. And then there is another drop quest of Noboro the Cruel, if and when we're finding him. Do I have any other buffs that I could take? The answer is potentially no. Now it's as good as ever to use our last charge of the dog whistle. And let's get another 3 enemy pull going. 1, 2, 3. If we're starting with the right equipment, then we're even taking less damage, so I like this one a lot better than the last pull. Nonetheless, we will need to drink after every single pull. So yeah, that's what we're going to do for a bit now, because that's the quickest way for us to kill enemies. We are locked out of dungeons for today, so the same day. We're a little bit too low for Older Man, where we potentially should be 44-ish at least. So it's going to be the zone for now. Fast forward for you guys with a few more pulls. Given that we do have a couple of cooldowns to work with, I have to wonder, does a quad pull work well? So we're going in. This time trying to get 4 of them in a row. Since the majority of the damage comes from Retribution Aura, as well as the shield, and the Consecration, we're actually doing a decent job even against multiples. I wonder if I should even seal against that many enemies, so
I can't attack that.
for enemies would work, although the cushion is a bit smaller. We still have like 30% health left, and of course I haven't pulled any cooldowns, but my conviction is you should not with normal questing even be in a situation where you need to pull cooldowns. Anyways, fast forward for you. Okay, we're trying another quad pull. I think by not spinning seals over and over, we're actually doing better instead of worse. Okay, that one was nothing. Let me get another quad together after this. For reference, I also just leveled, which is fantastic. We're going to get anticipation, although I like reckoning as well. After being critical strike, 20% chance to get an extra attack. I think we're getting that next. And now let's see if my theory holds true. We just need a decent quad pull for that. Yeah, the problem is enemies are partially a little bit far away, so I'm not renewing the seals. I'm just attacking, auto-attacking, and we're using consecration as the main source of damage. And we can even get a couple of heals in. Yeah, I think that is definitely possible to do that. I mean, the pull was really bad, but it still worked out fine. The main damage is coming from a combination of Blessing of Sanctuary, then our Consecration, and the Retribution Aura. That's essentially where the damage is coming from. Everything else just staying alive. Alright, finally fast forward for you. Cool, so we got all of the wildlife that we need. Well, that was actually, all things considered, relatively speaking, quick. And the reason why that was quick is because we finally transitioned into an area where there are enemies that are a little bit lower than us, and we can pull like 4 of them at a time. Granted, it drains a lot of water, but given that we during this time already found like equipment that far exceeds the value of the water, there's no point in hugging the gold pieces. Might as well spend it in order to buy water. Okay, so next up we're trading in the quest. I marked all of the guards that are patrolling the streets here, or the roads rather. That is nasty. Priest death at the princess when she had an aggro reset. Lost caravan. What do we need to do for that? Find the caravan's chest in the fellow sanctuary. Good question. Where's that? Oh, right up here. Okay, cool. So that, yeah, makes it even easier. And we got a drop quest from Noboru if we find the guy. So let's go and kill ourselves a couple of these shadowy figures. They are dangerous though. There is a good reason why there's a huge red spot. Almost everybody dies right there. Good. I'll let you know if I find Noboru, elsewise fast forward until the camp. Did not find Noboru, but we made our way to the Lost Ones camps, and these guys are a bit of a problem. Let's, for starters, begin to see how 3 of these guys feel if we're trying to get them down. That's okay. I mean, yes, they are running away, which sucks big time. But other than the running away thing, they're quite manageable. Okay, so all we need now is to make sure that we're pulling these guys far enough away from any camp. That way they're not going to run away. And are not going to grab ads. Or alternatively, I just go Seal of Justice and yeah, spin that on every single one of them so that they're not running away. Okay, we need those crystals. I'll start opening it up. Alright, so I decided to move all the way up here because that's where the scattered crate is, but that's also where an escort quest starts, which means we clear this camp. There's even a rare in it, and once we're done with that, we start the escort quest and just run out. That's the idea. Whether or not I can materialize it is a different story. So, there must be more wizards reagents here. Ah, here we go. Okay, cool. So we freed that one up at least. Good. Now, let's try to not pull everything. How many of them are actually coming? Okay, we're being interrupted. That's not great. I think it's that guy. Alright. Yeah. Need to draw the bubble here. The rare is a bit tougher than expected. Next up, we need to get this guy here down. Oh yeah, he's the one interrupting. Alright, so he has the interrupts. Good to know. The lost one cook. Good, yeah. I mean, I needed to draw a bubble because it became a little bit too close. But we pulled 4 enemies, so I guess that's what's to be expected. If we clear the rest, it should be more or less okay. Yeah, that Rift Curse is nasty. Some of the lost ones give you that curse. Then 1 minute later, more Rift Guardians are coming through, or there's a chance that they are coming through. Good. We're going to clear and are starting the escort quest. Or maybe we're starting it right away because I see respawn already. Might as well start it now.
How are you? Safe travel.
Oh wow, that guy walks through the entirety of the camps. That can't be good. I sincerely hope that he's going to take some aggro, because if we have to take all of the guys, then there's not going to be a lot of fun.
Hey there.
Can't even buff him. That's unfortunate, man. Okay, that part is going to be the most difficult one. Just getting Galen into safety. But luckily he's at least not running straight through the pen. Okay, let's get out of the cloud. We have stone form, so that's not a problem. Okay, at least Galen is helping with other engagements. I had escort quests where the NPC was just like, yeah, okay, you're fighting. Well, too bad for you. Too bad for you. Draw them away, a little bit more away from the camp. We're regenerating a little bit of mana. Okay, we're still fine. As long as he does not pull like a whole bunch of enemies, we should be okay. Like, that's a single pull. And we're just chilling. Mana Seal, Seal of Light, keeps us topped up whilst we're regenerating enough mana. Okay, cool. Just going to take a drink here and renew the food buff. I think this is where the rubber is going to hit the road. I'm pretty sure he's going to pull multiples. So far we're staying a bit under the radar, I like that. Proactively taking out the fishermen, and I think I cleared that camp right there, so we should be okay. You know what? Might as well pull this guy here. Then we can get the crystal. And he would have pulled him anyways, so... And we're almost through, so... If I don't mess up the respawn too bad, then that was the pre-clearing of the camp was the key to success here. Good, got the 6th crystal, and that means we have the crystal quest, we do have the mage quest, and we do have this quest. That's a 3-for-1. That's a pretty decent quest run, actually. I think we're almost done with regards to quests. There isn't that much more in the zone. Might be totally wrong, though. Oh yeah, well, there's the normal quest. Cool. A Norbu quest, sorry. He gives us his logbox, and maybe we're finding Norbu on our way, who should be somewhere here. There we go. Speaking of the devil, eh? You know what? Let's engage. Stone form of the dwarf is so good in these things. Not only does it increase our defense ratings, it also just helps us with getting rid of all of the nasty debuffs that might happen. We can let him run. They are so far away from a camp, so they really couldn't call for help. So, Norbu should have dropped something that gives us a quest. There we go. And we can trade that in. So I stand corrected, it is not only a 3-for-1, but it is a 4-for-1. That's actually a really efficient way of questing the swamps here. Let me clear up the Jaguar and then we're trading in. Okay, so for starters we got a buckler. Cool. And 3000 experience, that's not bad either. Now all the way to here, and then all the way down. There's definitely a repeatable quest with the lost supplies, but I don't want to fight against these God Seekers the entire time. It was fun whilst it lasted, but Swamposaurus is one of those zones where I'm equally happy to leave it with a little bit more XP and my life than I am going into it in the first place. So let's trade in. 2 quests actually. It's also interesting that this here is a faction by itself, but I've never seen how you can really gain substantial rewards with them. So you basically hand in both of that, and then they are like, okay, cool, yeah, well done, GG's. Alright, let me do that. I just realized when clearing out stuff that there are lost supplies. The lost supplies, where do we... Bring the lost supplies to Quartermaster Lugren's. Who the respectful F is Master Lugren's? Oh, down there. Okay, cool. I see. No problem. We will be able to do that. We need to go there anyways in order to kind of fly away from here. Because we have successfully cleared out the Swamp of Sorrows. Killed everything. Rediscovered AoE grinding for us, which I think works reasonably well. I could definitely see us even in kind of the right environment AoE grinding, like actual XP AoE grinding. If I had better gear, I think we could take on 5, 6, 7 enemies, and then all of a sudden it becomes quite efficient because there's almost no downtime in between. Yeah, that's fine, but I would respectfully say no, unless the reward is super good, because that's A, all over the map here, and B, Somnus is here. That's where all of the deaths are happening. This here is just him snatching away one victim after the other. So, yeah, it's likely not going to happen. Alrighty, off we ride to the south into the Blasted Lands. Definitely a zone which is way too high level for us at this point, but we do have a quest that we can hand in. And I've already taken the flight point at the Netherine camp because, yeah, Netherguard keep good flight point and we don't need to run all the way to, say, Sunken Temple or the likes from Duskwood, if we do have this here. Okay, I think that kind of concludes, to be fair, the Swamp of Sorrows. Now I will need to take a look where I'm going to quest now. This was barely like 20-odd%, so not necessarily the big XP heap that I was awaiting.
King's honor, friend, for the Alliance.
Good. Box of supplies successfully delivered. Let me think what we're going to do next. Alright, so I decided that we're going to go back to the Blasted Lands because mainly we're not high enough for any of the other stuff yet. This is the entrance to the infamous Uldaman. And unfortunately, I thought there was a quest NPC to get a quick bit of experience. That's not the case, but we got a Chinese gold farmer instead. Last man. By now I'm convinced that many of the hunters are bots, and you can see it that because all of their pets just have basic names. It's called boar or whatever. Good. So what are the quests that we can do here? Number 1, clearly Radon's lucky pig. That should not be a problem. Maybe we get Sign of Hope as well. Then down here, bracers and a couple of barbecued wings. The one that I so elegantly messed up because I sold the quest items. Could this be the beginning of another quest relationship? Potentially. Let's see. The answer is unfortunately not, but we can still grind on our own. We have enough water for a few more pulls, so that's okay. Let's go, boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just need to make sure that those dark weavers are being held in moderation, and then we don't have too many of them. Everything else not the big problem, but yeah, their shadow bolts are hurting. Good, our non-interruption is working very well because we can just simply cast through all of their hits. Good, let them run. We're using the time to heal up. And once they come back, they will die. Okay, so the answer is we can definitely AoE grind here. Just gotta be a bit careful. Specifically with the casters. Alright, fast forward until I cleared everything out here. Good, already the next pull, which by the way was the rest of the camp, I killed 5 at once. Gave us the pick, so that's pretty good. Apparently there is supposed to be a quest here, but I think that's just questy showcasing that there could be a quest dropping. Oh no, there is indeed a quest up there. If of course you're not too stupid to ride. And since we've cleared everything, that was an easy quest find. Alright, so all of that is inside of Ulderman, so not available for us. But we can put 2 quests in here. Ignore the elite quest for now because I don't think that that's realistically happening. Tremors of the Earth is something that is available though, but it has a follow-up elite as well. So I'm not 100% sure if I like the odds of that.
Very good. Off with you. Very good. Watch your back.
The Sign of Hope. What do we need to do for that? What do we need to do for that? Okay, well that's yet another dungeon quest for Alderman. Cool.
What can I do for you? See you soon.
Yeah, that is not going to happen because those are dragons back there and I have no intention going over there. Even though it is a nice weapon enchantment that you get out of it. Okay, cool. Buzzard wings, and then we're going down here. That's the plan. Good. we're on our way now that we need to kill buzzards, and I just want to showcase there is one of the two like super dangerous enemies. Luckily it doesn't have like the largest aggro radius, but Zericatl is not to be effed around with. He's the uber buzzard and he means business. Anyways, we got a couple of buzzards here, and I will just start with them. Likely going to drop enough of their wings anyways. Unfortunately I don't have my rogue companion anymore. With them together, this here was like a nice little breakfast. We're starting with a triplet, because some of them are 41. I want to make sure that we're capable of actually beating them. Now they take a little bit longer than the lower level mobs, but I think we can still do it. You can see all of those numbers here just showcase how much return damage they take, and these guys don't run away, so I think 3 is fine. I wouldn't go much more than that because we're level 42 and these guys are essentially almost even level, some of them. And I still need better armor. Plate armor would go a long way. Good, after a couple of pulls, we actually finished it. Cleared that one camp and got our 4 wings, which we're going to hand in, but not before we're going to do the rock bracer bindings. I think though that the earth elementals are a bit too strong to just AoE grind them. The AoE grinding has worked very, very well so far. I really like that the build is coming to life, but it is not working that well against, say, higher level enemies, because effectively you're then just putting 2 of them, and I don't think that that is very efficient. It's as quick as just having a 2-hand weapon and running it down, but it requires more water, and to a degree is more dangerous because you can't deal with ads that well. For now, let me get up here to the elementals, and then we're taking a look how that goes. Alright, so we moved up the hill here, and the first impression of these guys is as you would expect from an earth elemental. Lots of defenses and just really long time to kill. So let's just take this here and give it a good test. My 2-handed weapon at this point, the Archaic Defender, which is a fun little weapon, but that thing has 31 DPS, whilst the Sword of Serenity has 30, and arguably better stats, so I'm finding less and less reasons to go with a 2-hand weapon. This is really kind of the situation that you're seeing when you're solo killing. Not that I'm going down in any major capacity. And you're even getting decent loot out of it, but all in all, it's around 50 odd seconds, maybe if you... 50 odd seconds in order to pull and kill one of these guys. That's a lot. And after quite a few extra kills, we got our 5 bracers. Not fun to individually kill these enemies. I think at this point that the kind of build that I've chosen is one that I'm not saying pigeonholes, but that expects me to have a certain playstyle in order to be meaningful. I'm quite happy that my idea of the consecration plus defense build is actually working relatively well. So for paladin clearing speed, I think that with enough water, those triplet, quadruplet and quintuplet pulls are going to be more effective. So I think head to head, with the right enemies of course, I would be clearing quicker than a red tree paladin at the moment. And they already do have a problem during their leveling time that they are not necessarily kind of clearing super fast. But no matter which paladin build you're playing, due to the enormous amount of defensive tools that you have available, you're always going to have lackluster DPS.
Hey.
I mean, it is just what it is.
Hi, how are you? Be seeing you. You have a great day now. Need assistance? Alrighty then.
Coolant heads prevail. What do we need to do for that? Okay, frost oil. Yeah, well, that's not going to be that simple. Stone is better than cloth. Okay, well, that we might be able to do. Bring some patterned bronze bracers. Okay, let me see where we get those. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Unless we are becoming a blacksmith and an alchemist, I don't see a way for us to obtain frost oil. That's really unfortunate. Because the end stage of this quest is the nifty stopwatch, right? And you need to bring a gyrochromaton. We can do that. That requires engineering, then frost oil, which requires alchemy. We can't do that. Kill the elementals, which we did all 3 quests. And this is going to be hard, is the quest that would be unlocked, which we don't have that yet.
Pleased to meet you. Off and away.
Yeah, frost oil. Don't think that I can find that. Don't think I can find it. Alright. Doesn't help us to lament the fact that it doesn't work. I looked it up. Unfortunately, the only thing that you can buy from a vendor is the recipe for frost oil. Other than that, it's a no-show. And yeah, that still wouldn't help us with the item that we would need to craft with blacksmithing.
I need to get closer. I can't loot that right now.
Okay, very careful here.
I can't loot that right now.
No iron ore in the world is worth dying for, so... Yeah, the nifty stopwatch would have been super good, man. That is an absolute lifesaver in hardcore, because all of a sudden you can sprint. But yeah, I don't know. That's one of the problems of self-found. You just can't have it all. We just gotta get with do it without it. We're going to trade in for the buzzard wings. That will give us at least a recipe in case we ever kill a buzzard for their wings. We might at least
What's up? Have a good one.
profit from it.
Be good. Have a good one.
There you go. So it just requires buzzard wings and hot spices and we're good. Okay, any other quests that we can do? I think we're pretty much done here. Tremors of the Earth. That is the only one that is left over. Let me see if we can get it at least. Alright, so this mage is friendly enough to help us with the boss quest here, boss Thrugrun. Alright, ready? Good, we're going to engage them. I think I will. I think I'll just tank for a mage whilst he is dealing damage. Likely done it, but the problem is a lot of casters, and that would have meant I would have needed to just really counter heal an enormous amount. It's a giant 4 quest. Good, because I think I found a rare elite. That is seldom. Let's see if we can actually get this guy down. $250, I think I can withstand that.
That spell isn't ready. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready.
Take that. We want to do the elite follow-up. Let's see, I'm not sure what it entails, to be fair. Okay, wasn't sure what it entails. really remember that it was in the dragon's territory. Oh. Okay, I skip on death quests. Good. Well, that was not too bad. That was not too bad. I think we're done with that. Good luck to you as well, and stay safe. That was it. That was the Badlands. The baddest of Badlands. We have gotten about half a level, if I'm generous, maybe a little bit more than that overall in both of the zones, so that's okay, but it still leaves us with the question what next, right? Because we did Swamp of Sorrows, we did Badlands, both of it got us a little bit further, but not really to 43, 44. If I go to Tenaris, things are not in a good shape there yet.
I am honored. Be careful. Good luck, friend.
Yeah, okay, so as I was saying, if I go to Tenaris, things are not really ready there yet, but staying here is also not an option, so gotta find something else. We will see in the next episode. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. For now, over and out, and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.